I travelled 300 miles to Dublin in Ireland to get the next missing piece of my rare Vertigo Swirl collection. I can't wait to spin this. But during our hunt, I found one of the most sought after Irish folk albums in existence. I will be having a look at that. Not only was I tempted to buy the rarity I'd come for, I was tempted to buy this one as well. I got a private message from a viewer up in Ireland called Edward. He's an avid watcher of the channel, following my hunts with my granddad, as you guys affectionately know as POPPA Dave. What he also knows is that my ultimate record collecting quest is to complete the full discography of the Vertigo Swirl label. So when he found one that I didn't have, not only did he offer it to me to buy, but he invited me all the way up to Ireland to check out some of his local shops and to see if we can find any more rarities. Spoiler alert, we did. So I booked the flight and off I went, having to wake up at a grisly 3 AM to get to the airport to go and meet Edward and check out Dublin.
It is too early. Ireland, here we come.
If you enjoy this video, please do hit the like button and subscribe for more vinyl related videos. I hopped on a bus and coach on my way to Stansted Airport, where I'd catch my 8:15 AM flight to Dublin. So, you might be asking, what makes this record special enough to fly all the way to Ireland for? Well, let me tell you. First of all, it's part of the infamous Vertigo Swirl label. There was 88 releases on that label and I currently have about 78 to 80. And the silly thing is, I'm trying to get them all. The album came out in 1971 and it is prog rock. It is really Hammond organ driven, and it's not one of the hardest ones to find, but it is damn hard. Now I've seen a few copies in people's collections, but I've never actually seen one for sale. And what also makes it a bit more special to me is that it has an Opeth connection. As you guys know, Opeth is my favourite band, and Opeth named one of their albums after this band, Still Life, and it was the first Opeth album I ever listened to. And on top of all of that, it's got a great cover, so I think we should head to Ireland and go get it. Let's go. Luckily, the plane arrived early, meaning more time in Ireland. After a few minutes of waiting, pulling up to pick me up for a day's hunting was Edward. Hello, you must be Edward. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
It's surreal to meet you. I've been a vinyl collector since I was 9 years old. My dad had hundreds of records growing up. I was always fascinated by them. Then I remember on a family holiday to Brussels, I bought my first 2 records. One was the Rolling Stones' Let It Bleed, the other was Frank Zappa, Joe's Garage. I still got them both. But I remember back when I started collecting records were super cheap. You used to be able to go to like a car boot sale or whatever, 20 euro in your pocket, and you'd come home with like 10 good albums.
So what's the best thing you've ever found at a boot sale?
A record which I'll show you later, Mushroom, Early One Morning.
That's a really rare one, right?
Yeah, I suppose it is. It would be to people across Europe. It's sold exclusively in Ireland, so people will have bought it years ago. It will be in old forgotten record collections, so you will find it in the wild in Ireland quite a lot, along with the other rarities you'll find in Ireland. So first we're going to go to Bigmoon Records in Drogheda, which is about a 30-minute drive from here.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Sort of hoping there's not going to be any scary rarities here, because the wallet will be crying.
Might have something big in the store. Shop that has a holy grail or two. Mellow candle, perhaps.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm prepared for this trip. Oh god. After casually dropping that bombshell that a shop later today has mellow candle swaddling songs, he took us to our first shop in Drogheda, an industrial and port town in County Louth on the east coast of Ireland, about 43 kilometres north of Dublin. It was a lovely little shop with lots of new issues and a great second-hand section full of rock, pop and even an Irish section. Edward had found himself some Uriah Heep while we were there,
Potentially good find.
as well as some hidden Irish gems, including this record which he gave me as a gift, featuring the famous in Ireland Michael McLemoire. I always appreciate musical gifts, so thank you again, Edward. The owner Jason was a really friendly guy and had seen our videos before. He was chuffed to meet me, so he broke out one of their big boy rarities they have in, an original UK copy of Master of Reality with the poster. I did not expect to see that up there. Before leaving, we were told to check out a church across the street as it contained on display the preserved head of Oliver Plunkett. Creepy. Now I'm going to tell you something even scarier than that. Next up, we were off to the shop that has Mellow Candle, and my wallet was crapping itself at this point. We headed through Dublin to the south shores of Laoghaire to Volume Records and Books. Scared but excited, I could not wait to take a look at this rare record. The anticipation was killing me. My heart was racing as we pulled up. Will I come away with what will be the most collectible record in my entire collection, even trumping Dr. Z? Okay, where are we?
Volume, Books and Records might have a few rarities that might interest you, Jake.
Well, I'm scared, but should we do it?
Yeah. What are you looking for today?
I'm looking to not spend lots, but I think I'm going to. Let's see what they've got. Oh, it's a coffee shop as well.
Hello, Neil. This is Jake here from Vinyl Hunters.
Hi there. I hope you don't mind I'm recording.
No.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
All good, yeah, all good.
Let's have a look at your rarities at the back here. There.
And you see the Mellow Candle up there, Jake, do you?
I do. I will be having a look at that.
Well, we'll have a chat.
We'll have a chat. Let's go somewhere else first and have a look at other things.
That's the first Clannad album. I think
Any
it might
good?
be on the Gail Lynn label, Dulamon. Oh no, it's not the first Clannad, no, it's about the third or fourth.
Is it a good one?
It's not the worst. It should be a red and black. Yeah, it's a reissue of it. So it looks like it's from the 80s. I think that would be translucent, except that's metal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm not a big metal expert.
I wouldn't start with that.
No. That's a cool one. Golden Hits of the Shangri-Las. That looks early UK, I think, doesn't it?
It does look UK to me, yeah.
It'll be an everyday record. I'll put that in my maybe pile.
You haven't told me what you're looking for.
Just any random rock or pop records that might catch my eye, or Irish stuff as well. I'm a big fan of Irish music, as I'll show you later.
If you see any Irish bits you'd recommend that's a good price, please let me know, because I would also like to go home with some. That Mellow Candle is just in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Nothing else seems to be very
You
alluring.
know this one?
I do. I've seen quite a few of those in the UK actually. They're usually pretty cheap.
This wouldn't be a terrible price for Clannad.
Probably would prefer it if it was an original one, to be honest.
Yeah.
What we got over here? Some bargain bins. Not only have I found a bargain bin section here, €10 each, but there's also a prog section over there, which I will have a look in. Now, Edward has been telling me that up here in Ireland, a lot of the typical stuff that we get in the UK, they get more for it here, so it's a bit pricier, but the rarer stuff sits around longer, which means that it can be got for cheaper prices than perhaps in the UK. So I'm looking through these bargain bins and seeing a lot of stuff for €10 that I would see for a couple of quid in the UK, but I'm sure it sells here, so I suppose what I'm more interested in here, not just here, but in the UK as well, is the rarities. So definitely tempted by that copy of Mellow Candle. Let's have a quick look in the prog section before we look at this rarity.
I have to go. Alright. So I just want to say hello. It's good
Hi.
to watch your videos.
Oh,
I like
thank you.
Vampire hunters, I take it.
Vampire hunters, yeah, that's why we're here hunting vampires.
I hope you have a good look at the Mellow Candle. It sounds fantastic.
I will
I've
have
heard
a
it.
good look at it.
It's a really good sampling copy. So
Okay.
it's nice meeting you. I gotta go.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for saying
See you.
hello.
I'll watch the video when it's on YouTube.
He's not helping my temptation.
That's what he was there for. He was a plant.
I'll be having a look in a sec, just looking in the prog section.
Oh yes. I found this 13th floor elevators.
Oh, very interesting.
15 quid.
Pearls before
US.
swine, they're good. So, nothing for me in the prog section. It looks like all things are pointing towards having a look at this rare Irish folk album. Should we have a look?
I don't like jazz though.
I think, if it's okay, I would like to have a look at the album that stands behind you.
The album that stands behind me.
That's all I'll say. The one that shall not be named.
That's the cover. I'll get you the record now.
Thank you. And what are you asking on this?
I'm asking 1,400 on it.
Yeah.
Open to offers.
Everyone just standing around me like
In awe of this extremely rare item.
It is very rare. It's been signed there.
And when did she sign it?
About a month ago.
Didn't you tell me before there was a signature originally on it?
No.
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 Let's have a look at the disc. Yeah, it does not look so good, does it? But apparently it plays good. Yeah, I'm certainly not enthusiastic about the price, unfortunately.
What would be an enthusiastic price?
I honestly don't know. I would have to think about it.
Okay.
Of course, it's a very hard album to find. There's a lot of hairlines. I wouldn't call it G+, just because there's nothing that looks feelable on it. I think 14 is quite a lot higher than what I would be at, basically. It would be in the 3-figure, sort of, you know.
A high 3-figure?
Getting there, perhaps. But not super high. Because, of course, it's not the best copy. And if I was to get a nicer one, I don't think I would struggle to sell it, but to get a good price for it based on what it looks like, you know, the disc. I've heard it sounds good, and I believe what I've been told. But if I was to perhaps put it online, you know, or someone was to look at it, they would have to take my word on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would need to be sort of in the late 3 figures, like sort of 800s.
Okay, that does sound a lot better.
I mean, I know what you're saying. It's
Yeah. I'm sure it would be one that one day I probably would upgrade if one came along, you know. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's a big if for another to come along. I mean, I have a perfect strike ratio on this record. Seen one copy, own one copy.
I've seen them, you know, much nicer copies, and they have been, you know, 1,500, £2,000, you know, stuff like that. In the UK, you know.
There's even crazy reports of collectors in Japan paying even above £2,000 for them.
Yeah, they're very fussy with condition. They certainly wouldn't buy this. If they have the tiniest thing on them, they don't buy them.
Yeah, there's no bad scratches on it.
I think it will play through quite well from what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because the scratches do look... I don't know
it before and after
if you can see.
well. If I didn't have it myself, would I be considering buying that at 800? Possibly.
Can I make you a counter?
okay.
Of course, you can always say no. I don't ever wish to insult anybody. How does 6 sound?
I go up to 7.
7.
We meet in the middle. And that's half price.
It's
It's
a pretty good deal. And I don't know when you're going to go into a shop and see that again.
Yeah, usually when I've seen it, it's been at like record fairs, like, you know, Victoria or something.
Like if that was 700 now and Discogs from Ireland, like you'd have to pay postage plus customs as well.
Yes.
You'd now be going up to 9 nearly.
What about meet in the middle? 650. Is that cheeky?
It is a wee bit, yeah.
It is actually.
But 675, and we're
Meet in the middle of the meet in the middle of the meet in the middle.
and we calculated further. Good man.
All right, fair
you.
enough. You play me on my own game. All right, I think I have to pay you then.
Well, that probably will be coming part of it. Like.
Yes. Sweet. I've got a copy of Mellow Candle. Thank you.
No, thank you.
I can't wait to spin it.
Well, I hope you like it.
I've heard some great things, so we'll see.
And Silver Song is great.
Oh, what an expensive trip it's turned out to be.
What is better, Mellow Candle or when
Still
you're getting
Life.
off Still Life?
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah.
What one counts towards the Vertigo collection?
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot that.
do I get a Mellow Candle
You get a
bag as
free
well?
Mellow Candle bag.
Well, when in Ireland, you got to buy Irish stuff, haven't you, I suppose?
Yeah, exactly.
Even though it's an English copy. Let's have a look at our pickups over a cup of coffee.
Yes.
So, we finished our hunt.
We have, yes.
What did you buy today?
What did I buy today? Well, when we were earlier in Bigmoon Records in Drogheda, I picked up this copy of Uriah Heep, very heavy, very humble. It's a great album. And this Crosby, Stills and Nash album, which was only a £5. Then we have to give a good nod to the Irish treasure, my mum's favourite artist, Krista Berg, with this beautiful clear see-through single, which I was delighted to get for only a £5 as well. And then in this shop here, Volume Records in Dunleary, The Animals, Animalisms. It's a lovely UK first mono, the red Decca label. €25, so about £20. Very reasonable, I think. I don't know about this one, I've not seen it before. I like soul, there's Shangri-La's, and it's an early Mercury Records one. I'd say from the early 70s, judging by the lack of flatbacks, but nice to get. And to support the local record shops and all that.
Yeah.
Now I also got this bargain here for a £5, this Stan Getz album, and lovely original kind of 50s Columbia label. Like, look at that.
I've never seen anything on that label before.
Yeah, and it's also that kind of 50s style sleeve, which is pre-flip backs.
Yeah.
So that was what I got. What did you buy today?
Well, I got my mellow candle. You gave me a very nice gift earlier, which is in the car.
The Freshmen,
That's
an
right.
Irish show band who they're said to be Ireland's answer to the Beach Boys. In fact.
And there is a third one coming, but before we look at that, the reason I came, you said you had some Irish rarities. I would love to have a copy of this.
Children of Lure.
Wow.
Loudest Whisper are a band from Fermoy in County Cork, and in the early 70s they wrote a rock musical called The Children of Lure, and they've performed it in theatres all over the country and on RT, etc. And this very rare record was made. And they believe there's only 500 copies of it ever pressed. It's on the Irish Polydor label. And it also comes with this lovely libretto. You might get a libretto with Jesus Christ Superstar or something, but this is a very elusive one. I was told about it, and now all the copies I'd seen before didn't have it, but the one I picked up had it. Next up, Peggy's Leg, Granilla. I suppose they're an Irish rock band. Jimmy Slevin was their front man, and I think in the 70s he would have been considered one of the best guitarists in the country, up there with Phil Lynott and Roy Gallagher at the time. And you know, he does a lot of classical rock, like there's Sabre Dance on this, which you know, Dave Edmunds, Love Sculpture did that back in the time, and there's also a single release of the William Tell Overture. So that's a very rare record which you'd only see in Ireland. Dr. Strangely Strange, Heavy Petting. And this is a lovely album with the pop-up sleeve. Luckily I've got it with all the undamaged flaps, which is very hard to get.
Yes.
Tim Booth said that he hates this cover because when it's pulled in and out of record shelves, it gets ripped.
Yeah.
I think it's a Roger Dean sleeve, actually.
Yes.
Dr. Strangely Strange's other album, Hip of the Serenes. It's more folky than the other one. No electrics on it at all. I saw them 2 weeks ago. I was at the bar, and the next minute I see a man beside me buying a Heineken Zero, and I'm just like, you're Ivan Paul from Dr. Strangely Strange, aren't you? And we had a 15-minute chat. He was a really nice man. And it was a great concert as well. They have a combined age, I think, of 318 now.
Wow.
They're all still alive, you know, late 60s, and
Wow.
they really are fabulous. Supply, Demand and Curve, I suppose it'd be rather jazz rock would be correct. I've been told a cross between Steely Dan, maybe Chick Corea and Weather Report. We listened to them in the car, in fact.
It was good.
The brains behind Supply, Demand and Curve was a man called Jolyon Jackson, who was a multi-instrumentalist. He was big into the synth and lots of other instruments, and he played with lots of Irish acts, like he did a song with Christy Moore. He really was a legend. He died now in 1985, very young, which was sad, but he created some fantastic stuff. Now, I found this at a car boot sale when I was 18 for €5. Mushroom, early one morning. It's a bit like it's Celtic rock with plenty of fiddles, but there's also a bit of prog going on. The big hit in that was Devil Among the Tailors, which apparently was number 2 in Ireland in 1973, which is a fairly standard record you can get in Ireland, but this one is quite a lot more valuable. Some copies come with a poster. Who was a member of Mushroom was Angus McAnally, who was an Irish TV presenter in the 70s and 80s. Many people will know him. And his dad was Ray McAnally, who was an Irish actor who is also very famous. This is nice to get. Unfortunately, mine doesn't have the poster, but it has this lovely
Look at that.
inner sleeve. And all these people to thank. Pat Egan, he's an Irish music promoter. Larry Gogan on the radio. And then I think Philip Begley is the engineer of this. I've met him many times. And this one isn't terribly rare, but I love Tiernan Oak, Sonny Condell, who actually plays on a record you like a lot, Tudor Lodge.
Wow.
And you've Leo Kelly, the man with the long hair and the beard, who actually produced Children of Lure.
Funny how it's all connected, isn't it?
It is funny how it's all connected, but there's 2 beautiful songs, and This Time Is Like a Promise, and Dance of Years. I really like them. Not often you'd see 2 in the same place, and a really nice copy as well. I couldn't believe it when I got it. I wouldn't sell it at all. So stoked to own it. It's just unbelievably rare, and it was really good music as well. Like Silver Song was also recorded by All About Eve, I think, as well. It's a cult album, and it's very hard to get an original, but if you don't want to afford an original like us, there's plenty of free issues of it out there as well. That goes for my most prized possession. You might think it's nothing special in the Parlophone sleeve, but it is Thin Lizzy's first ever single, The Farmer. This came out in 1970. According to legend, 500 copies were pressed, of which 283 were sold. The original manager of Thin Lizzy wrote once that he had hundreds of copies of which were unsold in boxes in his mum's house, and he went travelling, and when he'd come back she'd thrown them all away, so maybe that's why it's so rare. I understand there are only 15 or so copies known to be owned by collectors today. Now, the last record I want to share, I do have a copy of this single, but before we met this morning, I was tearing apart boxes of singles trying to find it, and I couldn't find it. I hope I still have it. Back about 8 years ago, I bought a pile of singles at a car boot sale, and I always like buying random Irish singles and giving them a play, because you can find records by show bands and the likes that are accidentally psych rock or something, and they're often very good. But I found this one here called Homer's Nods, and the B-side Mr. Rainbow. It's a very good song. Now, if you know Tomorrow, the band with Steve Howe from Yes and Twink, they did a song called Hallucinations on their self-titled album, and it's basically the same as that, except here it's called Mr. Rainbow. I heard this record and I thought it was unbelievable, so I went to look up the band, and they were a very, very obscure band with very little information about them. Their lead singer was a man called Michael Kennedy, who was a guitar player and singer, and unfortunately he died aged only 23 in 1970. There's very scarce information about him, but I think there's a great hidden story probably behind this band, so if anyone knew them or knows anything about them, I would love to get a great wealth more information about them, because I feel their story should be told and they should be more than a footnote on a forgotten 7-inch single.
Please get in touch if you did. All right, I think we're on to the finale now, right? The reason I came in the first place is you had a record for me. And
I do. Well, first of all, just a quick present for Papa Dave, an old Magnum single that I thought he might like, most importantly.
Thank you, he will.
From 1990.
Oh, he'll really appreciate that, thank you.
Yeah, less importantly, but still. Ta-da!
There it is, the one that I don't have, and now I will walk away with it. What a nice copy. And have you listened to it?
I have.
Do you like it?
I liked it a lot, actually. I think after Dr. Strangely Strange, it's my favourite Vertigo swirl I've listened to. I found it hard to part with, but I think it's going to better home. So for something that's going to sit in my shelf, that's going to give you a lot of enjoyment,
yes,
I'm very happy.
What a nice copy. It's got a little bit of edge wear and a few stickers, but normally they're quite a little bit more rubbed up than this, aren't they? I cannot wait to get home and spin this. I don't know, what should I spin first? Mellow Candle or Still Life?
Oh, well, I have to go with the Irish band, I think. What do you think of the condition of that?
It's really good. It's really good. There's some very light hairlines, but actually, you know what? There's hardly any light hairlines.
I gave it a good clean and ultrasonic, and I was very happy with it myself, and I'm fussy too, so...
It looks great. Thank you so much for getting in contact about this album.
You're welcome.
I've been looking for a copy of this, and you have made me very happy by bringing me up here and selling it to me. Well, I think I've got a flight to catch. So thank you so much for having me. It's been great to meet you.
You too.
And let's do this again sometime.
Yes,
if you get
absolutely.
any rare bits.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back up. With my wallet empty, I headed back home with my 2 grails in hand. Thank you to all the record shop owners for having us, and a special thank you to Edward for showing me around your lovely city of Dublin. Thank you, mate. I'm back home. We're spinning Still Life. Mellow Candle up next, eh? If you want to watch the full listen along, sign up to our Patreon link below. So, was it worth it, the trip to Ireland? Of course it was.
Yeah!